Hello everyone. So Chelsea are ramping up to sign Romelu Lukaku because Thomas Tuchel is desperately trying to add a striker this summer. Last summer, over 200 million was spent on Kai Havertz, Hakim Ziyech and Werner. But now with Tuchel in charge, it is normal that he will want to bring in some fresh faces. Well, Lukaku previously played at Stamford Bridge, but eventually moved away. Now he has established himself as one of Europe's top marksmen, and Chelsea want him back. So how Tuchel can line up Chelsea with so many options in hand? What could be the formation for the Blues? To me, 3-5-2 can be a realistic solution to team's depth issues. It is obvious that Tuchel is going to struggle to fit in all of his best players into the starting 11 on any given day. If you have followed the preseason games, you already know that Tuchel is willing to be flexible with formation, but it seems he doesn't want to deviate from a back three just yet. The most important part of this setup is that their key to Champions League victory remains intact. I think Rudiger, Thiago Silva and Azpilicueta would occupy those defensive positions, but Christensen can also make his place. And if Koundé is signed, he will be a strong candidate. Tuchel would be happy as his wingbacks could persist in this way because it gives him a lot of flexibility. The manager would likely stick with traditional wingbacks in Chilwell and Reece-James. Also, this preseason has shown that he loves to experiment with wide players in those spots, as Hudson-Odoi and Pulisic once again played more defensive roles. The midfield is where the things get a bit foggy. The wingbacks obviously occupy two of the midfielder slots, so Tuchel would be left with three other places in the midfield. I think he has two options here: a lone defensive midfielder and a dual 8s, or a midfield pivot and a sole number 8 or 10. Maybe Tuchel would love to keep the pivot intact, and if this is the case, then one of Chelsea's best attacking players will have to be relegated to a substitute role because they will have to choose between Mount or Havertz unless Havertz play a more advanced position. This is perhaps the only downside in the Lukaku transfer. Tuchel needs to fit in 4 incredible attackers at one time. For this season, a lone defensive midfielder is possibly the best way, and it goes without saying that man is Kante. But before talking about a striker partnership, here is a gentle reminder: if you think you would like to watch more of my videos, please subscribe in YouTube, and if you are watching this in Facebook, follow my page. Your support helps a lot. So back to the forward discussion. All of this setup would allow for a striking partnership up top. Those partners would be Lukaku and Werner. Both of these forwards have played their best football with another striker around. Lukaku had Lautaro Martinez at Inter Milan and Werner had Yusuf Poulsen at Leipzig. The German forward struggled to cope with the strength and speed of Premier League centre-backs last season, so Lukaku's arrival will probably be the best thing for him. This formation is everything Tuchel could want in a team. He is able to keep his trusted back three, bring on wingbacks to charge forward, possibly get all of his attacking options on the pitch at once, and form a striking partnership up top. Now, there is another option. If Tuchel moves to 3-4-3, the defensive shape and personnel remain the same. Wingbacks are present in this formation, and if speed is required, Hudson-Odoi could get into the starting lineup. The midfield pivot is also untouched, where Kante, Jorginho and Kovacic will continue to fight for 2 starting positions. The winger position are undoubtedly the most competitive on the pitch. Lukaku is the surefire number 1 choice up top. It is just a matter of who Tuchel will slot in around him. The selections will really depend on the opponent. He will have to choose 2 out of Havertz, Hudson-Odoi, Mount, Pulisic, Werner and Ziyech on any given day. The upside of this formation selection is obviously Chelsea doesn't have to change a thing. The Blues are able to keep the structure in place that saw them finish inside the top 4, make an FA Cup final and win the Champions League. And the downside is Tuchel will struggle to get 4 best attacking players on the pitch. Lukaku's return is a glorious thing and he should undoubtedly thrive in all competitions. But his return comes with lots of new questions as well. By the way, how do you rate Lukaku's return? What's your preferred lineup for Chelsea? Let me know in the comment box, and don't forget to subscribe in YouTube and follow in Facebook. Hope to see you again in the next video. Till then everyone, stay fine. Goodbye.